NVIDIA is literally about to take over the planet. You know it, I know it, everybody else watching this video with the slightest amount of intelligence also knows it. We got a couple of updates regarding a new CPU with integrated graphics from AMD. EK hinting at some sort of next generation GPU, which I just barely saw an interview with Gamers Nexus, so I'm actually a little bit curious as to how they are going to go about selling something when they're literally destroying their own company. We got an update regarding the new CPUs from Intel, which I personally find extremely confusing, the way that they are going to be wording their new chipsets, but I know that everybody in the comments is just like, oh, it makes so much sense to me. Also, want to say something in regards to the Intel CPUs. I've told you guys, I've been building computers for a very long time, but I've not gotten into the computer science space and like really like taught myself the knowledgeable things that are like super intelligent people learn about in the computer science space. I've just never done that because information to me is not absorbed unless I do it, right? So when I'm learning about computer science, it's kind of gibberish to me, but the way I get around that, guess what I do is I make a video like I am doing right now, and then I rewatch it, and sometimes, or let's actually be honest right now, 99% of the time, I literally just edit the video, and that is where I learn. The stuff that I am sharing with all of you is like literally not absorbed into my brain until I actually edit the video. So the first thing that I wanted to cover with you is NVIDIA expecting to finalize the GeForce RTX 5090 and the RTX 5080 design this month, and then the Chinese underpowered, less OP version of the 5080 that is apparently going to be entering China to attempt to avoid the AI takeover in China, as if they're like literally going to accomplish anything. It just blows me away. Oh, let's attempt to not release a powerful graphics card in China, as if there's like no other way to increase the graphics card's power. It's almost like, gee, I wonder what's going to happen. Like, let me introduce my 5090D into your country that is a little bit more powerful than the one in America that we just apparently need so much more powerful than the Chinese one, because for some reason, don't really understand this whole fiasco situation that we got going on. And then like 2 minutes after they enter China, there's some tech wizard that's like, poof, update, unlocked version of maximum power. It happens every time. So dude, it just let me spend so much more money designing a GPU that is so much less powerful so that I can increase the prices for all of my consumers, because that is literally what's happening. I'm not going to get into the political space, but let's go ahead and move on because I got a little bit off topic there. So RTX 5090, RTX 5090D, RTX 4090, and then the 4090D. We need the double Ds, triple Ds. All right, so we need, or you guys can see the specs right here. Crickets. Anybody else hear him chirping? I think you hear him chirping. Let's go ahead and move on because you heard them crickets. So EK is hinting at the next generation GPU launch later this year. I gotta be honest, man, I'm a little bit confused. Oh, okay. Now okay, so title of the article, EK hints at next gen GPU launches this year. So I read that properly. And then we come down to this portion where it says EK water blocks preparing for new GPU series announced for release later this year. So we have water block. That's what this is. I clicked this video, or yeah. How do you like this video that I'm showcasing you? Technically, I'm literally showcasing you a video right now. But anyways, I clicked this because I figured they were holy moly there, brother. You need a... That's like a Mr. Beast type of explanation of what happened. He's like, let me introduce my apology for like 4 paragraphs. I'm not reading that. I'm just saying. So, on the contrary, EK is not only continuing its operations Oh, dude, that's actually an apology. No fucking way. Did I actually guess that properly? Hold up. Oh my god, I wasn't even, oh dude, you know what, my brain is so smart, I just like glanced at that and I was like, poof, instantly interpreted this as an apology. Dude, that's literally what it is. Here you go, pause, look at the apology note that I was actually correct about. That's funny. But anyways, let's go to move on. This right here, AMD Ryzen Z2 Extreme for handhelds is coming in early 2025. Dude, I wanted to cover this because that little the mini PC that we reviewed the other day, you can go check it out. It's called the Geekom AX8. That thing is an absolute monster for emulation, bro. And I'm talking like, we're talking about a little sandwich sized computer. Again, go watch the video if you want me to give you more information than tell you about how it's sandwich sized with extra peanut butter and jelly. So it's a little bit thick of a sandwich, but it's still sandwich sized. We're talking like we're upscaling the Nintendo Switch. We're upscaling the PS3. I guess I could clickbait you and tell you about how that King Hank drive has PS4 and PS5 games that are literally just PC ports, but it plays the clickbaited PS4 and PS5, and that drive is actually pretty wild. Just saying, it's crazy. I don't know how they're selling that shit, dude. That's fucking. I had 12 terabytes worth of games, dude. And there's a bunch of Nintendo games on there too. The newer games like Zelda and Mario and shit. So, oh, also the new Astrobot game is fucking so much fun. But anyways, the reason I'm saying that is because, like, dude, it blows me away that we're at a point where we're getting just integrated graphics that are performing as well as they are. And that's part of the reason that I'm excited for this myself personally. And with artificial intelligence and all of that kind of stuff getting involved, which is totally the intended description of what I meant to say. It's like everything is just going to get more OP. And I'm super excited for more OP stuff because more OP is definitely the best way to go. So Intel Core Ultra 9. Dude, I really hate the way they're worded. Dude, I don't care. Like, look, I know that everybody loves the way, and actually, no, let's actually be real right now. Let's all talk negative about Intel. Oh, boys, I'm about to have not a war in my comments because I'm saying something mean about Intel. However, I do want to say something about the whole Intel and AMD situation. Promise, will not get off topic. Countdown timer. Are you ready? Oh, my hair's messed up. All right, so we got... Forgot already. Let's get back to the news. So it's... Your boy's not very intelligent. So configuration cores. We got the P cores. We got the E cores. Oh my god. Okay, that's where I was gonna go. So I'm actually... So the computer science... Like I've been building computers for a long time. I do understand the hardware aspect of everything, how everything communicates with one another, but I'm pretty bad at like absorbing information when I'm reading stuff. Again, not going to go too far in depth with this, but if it's not obvious already, I don't have the most unbroken brain. If it's not clear to you, you know, I'm not just like sitting here tweaking out off of like fucking 2 pounds of pre-workout. This is just who I am as a human. So the power, dude. So I'm understanding why people are so supportive of AMD is because what Intel basically did is I watched a podcast listened to a podcast on Silicon Valley on Spotify, and pretty much there was this interview with this like UK guy, and they were talking about how all Intel really did was take 12th gen, boost it into with the 13th gen. They took 12 and then boosted it, and then they literally took 13th gen and literally boosted it even more. And that's why we're having so many problems with 14th generation. And what became very clear to me is that, dude, look, I I don't know how many of you have updated your BIOS with the more recent, if you have a 14th or 13th generation CPU and you're trying to avoid your CPU not functioning in 2 days from now. If you update your BIOS, bro, and then you go into like a video editor, oh my God. Oh my God. I literally just want to put a bullet. Dude, wow. Most frustrating experience ever. Holy moly. Revert BIOS, re-overclock everything, re-up maximum boost of boosted. I don't even give a shit if my CPU dies tomorrow. Wow. Terrible performance. What? And I'm talking like terrible performance. I'm talking about, oh, let me split this video clip to delete a portion of me talking for 7 hours and trying to avoid people complaining about how I literally covered the fucking title at the beginning of the video, but 10 minutes into the video, you're still watching and it's almost like I'm getting off topic, as if I didn't already cover the fucking title within the first minute of the goddamn video. I'm still getting off topic, even though you clicked the video for a reason, which I literally talked about 10 minutes ago. How am I getting off topic currently? Just a little bit curious. Would you like to answer that question? Does anybody else hear the crickets? I hear the crickets. Do you hear the crickets? I do as well. So when I title a video something and I cover it within the first minute of this video, guess what? If I get off topic in 1 minute and 1 second, I'm not getting off topic because you got your goddamn information. Man, that was like, I don't even remember why I was saying that. Oh, 14th generation CPUs. Dude, and I'm talking like it was bad. Like, I really don't know why I'm trying to explain. I'm trying to like get back. I'm trying to rethink about where I was going because it always comes back to me. But I'm really upset right now that I can't think of it. So like, dude, I genuinely, like, it's so bad. How many of you have a 14900K, 13900K, or an i7? You updated your BIOS. I don't know on the game. I haven't tested it inside of games, but for video editing, dude, OMG, like OMFG, like it is terrible. So I'm talking like we're going from $4,000 computer performance that kind of gives you sort of a headache when it boosts into the friggin' 100 degrees and maximum gigahertz, because it does kind of lag. It does like drop your whatever. It does kind of give you this like lag spike in whatever you're doing when that happens, video editing at least. But it was just like this. It was just like a frustrating thing. Like you'd be editing or something, like, because I record in 4K. So like if I'm editing in 4K and then I got a 4K video timeline and then I got other 4K. So it's like I got like 12K worth of footage playing back at the exact same time. Like all like this scene right here, we got 4K, 4K, 4K plus more 4K. And it's like, holy 4K, you got like a lot of 4K. So that's like 16K resolution worth of playback. Okay. So like when I'm doing that, it's, like the CPU would like boost into its maximum of the most maximum. And every time it would hit its maximum boost, which it literally does, even if I'm not doing anything, just fucking sitting here with my computer turned on, let me boost into 7 gigahertz for no fucking reason. See, if you open up task managers, you can see it doing it. It's like you're just like sitting here. It's like, what are you doing, CPU? Why are you doing that? I'm not using you right now. But anyways, every time it would like boost into its maximum, it would kind of give you like this like hiccup of a frame drop in your editor. So like it was just kind of like this frustrating experience, dude. But we're talking like when I updated the BIOS, it was almost as if I went back to like using an i3 9100K, or yeah, let's just use a 12 one. Let's use, because I don't even remember. The 9900K was my first PC build. So let's use the 12100. It was like using a fucking i3. I was like, oh my God, bro, like no way am I keeping this BIOS. wow, what a tank in performance. And it's like, it was so like night and day. Cause dude, I have a bunch of channels. Okay. Or to be fair, I only have my Dan Does ones now. I don't have any of the other channels. I have my Dan Does Game, my Dan Does PC, my Dan Does Car, which I literally haven't uploaded on in ages. And then I also have my Dan Does Talks, which I have not launched yet. I have created content on that channel, but I'm trying to get to a point where I can be very consistent with that channel before I like actually publicize it. I don't know how else to explain it, because YouTube, dude, YouTube can go ahead and say this all they want, but dude, I've been doing YouTube for a very long time. It's been almost 10 years now that I've been a full-time creator on YouTube. Okay. So like, they can go ahead and say this is not a factor, but dude, it's like, okay, they're full of crap. YouTube is a momentum game. Like, YouTube is a momentum platform. It's also, dude. So the reason I'm saying this is because if you cannot be consistent with your channel, then like, things are not going to work out for you. And with a channel like that, it's not something like I can do with my gaming or my PC channel, where I can make a news video and whatever, it gets a ton of views, and then the next day I can do a PC build, which I genuinely love to do, and then it gets 2 views, because apparently I'm the one to blame for clickbaiting when people don't click the not clickbait videos. It's almost like, oh, hey, we got this clickbait video over here. Let me clickbait and 10,000 people watch. And then, hey, let me make this video over here that I put like 10 hours worth of effort into, that is not clickbait and is just like 2 views. It's like, oh, hey, let me weigh the benefits here. Do I want this 10,000 view video, or do I want this 2 view video? So it's like, but the benefit of that, and I'm not complaining about it, I wouldn't upload if I didn't enjoy what I was doing. But the thing is, dude, is it's like, you can't do that with specific types of channels, because it's, I'm trying to think of this, because like, there's not all views are the same. So where I'm about to go with this is that, like, with certain types of channel, like entertainment or news or podcasts or self-help or business or entrepreneurship, you're kind of taking a swing in the ballpark if you're not hopping into the trending, name dropping virality aspect of everything. So when you have a talks channel, Dan Does Talks, you have to keep that momentum, because you can't interrupt that space like I can with my gaming channel and my PC channel. Like, dude, people can hate this all they want, but look, YouTube is not difficult. Like, YouTube, you can create viral content very easily. It's not hard to get views if you understand what you are doing, okay? But do you want views, or do you want a community? And do you want to be yourself? And do you genuinely want to love what you are doing? Look at me, man. Look at the way dude, I don't give a fuck what people think about me at this point, but I'm 34 years. I'm spazzed out. Everybody is constantly saying how ADHD, dude, I have high functioning autism. So like, despite what people say about, because we're like 20 minutes into the video, I don't give a shit if I say this. All right. I've mentioned this before, but like, listen, man, like, I've struggled with bipolar disorder, obsessive compulsive disorder. Like, I've struggled a lot throughout my life, and I found ways to get around all of this stuff literally after a 20-year battle with all of it. And we're talking like hospitalized battle, like from age 11 to about 26. And then like 2 years after that, I was just kind of like whatever in a black hole. But like from age 11 to 26, dude, my life was hospitals. And I mean hospital. I'm talking inpatient programs, psych wards, residential centers. And I'm talking about I lived in these places. Like I was out in Wisconsin at a residential center for almost 3 years. They sent me back here. I was sent to the psych ward down in Concord. I was sent to Mercy Hospital down in Massachusetts. Dude, so like I'm talking like throughout this like 20-year period of my life, I was out of these and so let's actually, because this is going to be more extreme. So like from age 11 to 26-ish, like 26, 27 years old, like I was probably out of hospitals a total of like 4 or 5 months. Okay. Like out of them. And then from age 26 to 28, I just kind of gave up on life. And I literally you can literally go to my car channel and whatever. I totaled my car for whatever. I'm not gonna, because I don't feel like blowing up to like 10 million subscribers down the road from now, and then the insurance company coming back and then suing me for some reason. So I'm not gonna say like why I totaled my car and whatever, what I was going through on a mental level. You can kind of get an idea of where I'm heading with the way I'm talking about this situation. Like I literally have proof of this, dude. Like my car was gone. Okay, yet I was still alive. So like I was in a very dark place at that point. All right. And then like YouTube's like, dude, I spent like 4 or 5 years like uploading on YouTube with no growth. Okay. Like I spent a long time. I genuinely like what I do. Okay. So like I spent like 4 years before I even reached like 100 subscribers, like just uploading like little random like old gameplay from the Ouya for like those of you that are unaware. It's like this little Android console that I personally got for emulation. And so yeah, I did that. And so anyways, the reason I'm explaining this is because like views are, I know I got kind of down a rabbit hole of YouTube right now, but like you can't, at the end of the day, dude, again, I literally said this in the video, like, I know I got off topic the like last 10 minutes of this video, but I am a person sharing stuff with people. I'm trying to create a community with like-minded people that enjoy the content that I'm creating, that can relate to me and create a community, dude. I am not trying to go down this path of let me get random ass people to watch my video that don't follow me, never watch another video from me, and just leave stupid opinionated comments down in the comment section to draw attention because they're whatever. They can't, whatever. So I'm not trying to do that, dude. I'm genuinely trying to create connections with people because I went down that rabbit hole of the whole virality, and I went down that rabbit hole of making as much money as I possibly can for no reason whatsoever. And it did nothing for me, man. Like, what's brought me the most amount of joy and the most amount of happiness is the whole computer business that I have going on right now. It makes me so happy that I am able to build people computers for nothing other than the cost of parts and give back to them for supporting me. I have enough money to be set for the rest of my life, okay? I don't need any more money because I have enough to do that. Like, you get to a point, man, where it's like, what is the point of making more? Like, let's just like, I'm not gonna, because I don't want to sound like I'm bragging, but like, let's just say, to make the math easy here, let's say you have $1 million in the bank account, okay? What do you need more than that for? I don't have $1 million. I'm just using it as an example, but like, think about that. Or let's you even like $500,000. Let's say $500,000. Okay, let's do the math here. If you're intelligent, okay, because this, I'm just gonna use it because this is actually literally what I'm doing. So let's say you have $500,000 in the bank account. Capital One, 5% AP, it's a high yield savings account. Capital One has it. Okay, dude, 5% every year for doing nothing, zero, nothing at all. Like just having your money in the account, just having it there, just having your, I'm trying to like really like just kind of like let this sink into you. Okay. Just having that money in the account, doing nothing with it, just having it there. $25,000 is coming back to me for doing nothing. And you have to keep in mind, dude, that I'm still making income from Amazon. I'm still making money from the sponsors. I'm still making money from YouTube. I'm still making in all the other areas. Like you have to like, what is the point of making more? Like, what is the point of it? I can literally sit on my ass and do nothing for the rest of my life and have enough money to pay my rent every single month, have enough money to put gas in my car every single month, and have enough money to buy food. I would have to sell my cars, obviously, but still, dude, it's like, okay, well, if I'm making 25, I can go buy a used car for like 14 grand and still be able to, or 10 grand, and I'd still be able to buy my food and rent for the rest of the year. So it's like, what the fuck is the point of making more, bro? So anyway, the reason I was saying that is because the momentum aspect of YouTube, they can say it doesn't play a role, but it absolutely does. So I haven't launched my talks channel, and I know that was like a freaking long explanation. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the video because I got to take a leak, and my cookies are absolutely burnt to a crisp, and I'm probably gonna have to throw them out because I didn't go take them out of the oven. But yeah, catch you guys next one. Let me know what you think about this. Peace.